To be honest, it was a match of equals. So Spain and our German team were both equally good. Each of them deserved to be in the half finals or even in the final in a normal way. But this referee decision, which was discussed a lot, was the biggest cheek of the whole Euros for me. That was absolutely sad. Nobody can understand it. Spain may have won in a penalty shootout, could have happened, and both would have been deserving winners. So it was fine that the Spanish team won, but again, the penalty must be given without any discussion. I cannot understand it at all. So it was a clear handball. The hand was away from the body. It was a bad decision, and that shouldn't happen in the Euros. It shouldn't happen in any game, but shouldn't happen in the Euros, and certainly not in the quarterfinals. So it was the clearest handball I've ever seen, and so I think that was part of the result. Yeah, so here in Germany, the mood is absolutely disappointed, not only because of the elimination, but especially because of what happened. So the referee discussion, a not given penalty after an absolutely clear handball, that's absolutely sad. So losing just before the end is always sad, but without this referee, we would have had a penalty, and that could have changed everything. So we are sad and shocked in Germany, absolutely, yeah. The team played a great game and a good tournament. Meeting Spain in the quarterfinals is the worst luck you can have. So it was like a final, to be honest. But what was good, the young and the older players worked well together in Germany. So our team was good. That was very good. Was a good mood. They were strong and mental good. Toni Kroos played another great tournament. A nice ending for him, without the result, but it was a good last match for him as well. Thomas Müller was there again, also nice. And the young players, Musiala, Wirth, there were a lot of new stars born. So Füllkrug is a new crowd favorite here in Germany. All the Germans love Füllkrug. It was all very nice without the result. And Nagelsmann is a great coach. That's what we've learned. And as he said, it's a shame that we now have to wait 2 more years to become world champions. Yeah.
The secret to be successful at the Euros is, for me, in 2 parts. For one, I would say the team spirit needs to be more than 100%. And with that, I mean, like, you see, for example, in the England squad, you see some players that have a good connection with each other. But I also feel like some players don't know what to expect really from that certain player. So for one, it will be a good team spirit. Then second, I would also say don't underestimate the somewhat weaker opponents. And I feel like every game you have to give 110% from the start. So I feel like those 2 parts are key to win a Euros.
A team that wins the Euros will keep clean sheets and be tough to break down. I think there's a few teams that have got brilliant defences. So for me, to go all the way in the Euros, which is a real tough competition to win, it has to be based on having a good defence first.
Experience is the secret. Obviously, if you have experience of European tournaments, international tournaments, you're not gonna go for it at 1000% during the first half. You'll have to manage the game properly during the first half. Wait for the opposition to come to you a little bit. Not being clumsy. Playing every ball will be crucial. And I'd probably say you need a bit of luck. I'm sorry, but you need a bit of luck. I think VAR can be a madness at this stage of the competition, and having a bit of luck will be crucial. There's no real secret, to be fair. There's no real secret. I remember Greece when they won the Euros as well. When Italy won the Euros, I remember they finished 3rd of their group at the group stage level. They were not really performing at the group stage level, and then they started to be clinical when the knockout stages arrived. you need young players that are not scared. I'll probably say, as I said earlier, like Yamin Lamal, all those kind of players, or the Georgian player number 7 as well. All those, they're no longer here, obviously, but those youngsters, they are starving. They want to prove. They're not scared of anything. If everything is blocked and the team in front of you are parking the bus, they will find a way to shoot on target. And again, best scorer of this competition is the own goals. So if you're not scared of anything, just give it a try, and they might score an own goal as well.
Yeah, defense is very important. I think your defense also informs your attack as well. And modern game, it's very tactical, highly tactical as well, and it requires full concentration and the defense that with your forward men. And you want to, as offensive players, you want to go forward, with confidence, knowing that whatever happens, you've got a strong defense that's confident and that also believes in you. And modern defenders, they are also comfortable on the ball. They can play. There's also most teams they start playing from the back. And then advance to the midfield and up front. So now we've got defenders that are very, very smart in a sense of being comfortable on the ball, not losing the ball easily, or not just hitting the ball forward. And they know also that they are playing against brilliant and quick and tricky offensive players. Therefore, it requires them to be always on their toes. That's why you would see in other games, when the opponents attack and they have a goal scoring chance, a defender would make a tackle, they'll all celebrate. It really means a lot to them, and it also motivates them to do even better.
Yeah, I think you've seen a lot of, I don't want to say counter attack football, but another interesting thing when you talk about low blocks and all that kind of stuff, we were talking about the energy. I was looking at Austria and stuff, and when they talk about Ralf Rangnick and pressing and the genuine press and all that kind of stuff, it's really hard to kind of respect that at a stage where you only have players for 2 weeks before the first game, some players coming off injuries for their clubs and all that kind of stuff. So I think the tactical, I don't want to say the masterclass, but the tactical default playing there is kind of, I would look after my goal, and I think I have enough quality in the team to score goals. Because you've seen that. I think no team has not been opened up, but also we haven't seen like that amount of crazy goals. I don't know if it's a mixture of maybe players are playing too much football and low block, less running and pressing and covering yards. It's like we'll stay in a system, we'll stay in the shape, and we'll just get goals either from set piece or when it happens, and all those kind of things.
Together with Lamine Yamal, for me, is Nico Williams. I've become such a big fan of him. The way he is so determined to make his runs. Whenever Spain is getting the ball from the defense, he runs so fast down the wing. He's very technical. And at first, I was a bit doubting him because sometimes it felt he was a bit, not 100% putting the effort in the games. But for me, during these games in the Euros, he definitely has earned his place in the starting 11 of Spain. And now he's also able to score some goals. So, for me, the most unexpected player to perform very well is Nico Williams.
Nico Williams, it's like those Hollywood stories, isn't it? His whole family, the story behind how his family, went through a lot, got to the Basque country. Then there was this priest, I don't know if you know, his brother Iñaki, that was named after the priest that took his family and looked after them. It's just one of those happy stories that still makes you love football. They're like, okay, this is what football is all about. And the way everyone loves a story like this, the way him and his brother excelled It's such a difficult part of the country, of the Basque country, to just integrate yourself. And the way he's just loving to play for Spain, and the way he's creating that bond with Yamal. And I mean, we're not used to seeing. I'll tell you, I'll confess something. I haven't watched one Spain game at this Euros because I refused to do so, because I know they're playing really well, so probably I should have watched it, but I refused to watch Spain play. But I do love Nico Williams, and I do love Lamine Yamal.
Nico Williams has been outstanding too as well. Both the wingers have been very dangerous, and they've been menace to the opponents. And Nico has also stepped up. He's done really well. He's very comfortable on the ball, very skillful, and he's got a lot of pace. And most importantly, he's got the confidence now. He's got the confidence to take players on, to ask for the ball, and to head defenders at critical positions where there's a high opportunity or high chance, goal scoring chance. So he's been also exceptional.
It's a whole issue, by the way. It's a whole case. We have a big case now in football. I don't know if you heard Ronaldo, R9 phenomenon. I don't know if you read his statement. He said, "I cannot watch 10 minutes of football anymore, but I can still watch 5 hours of tennis." He said that football is becoming very boring, and it's becoming very physical and very defensive, and trainers, managers are thinking only how to not concede a goal. So it's not a matter of scoring a goal; it's a matter of not conceding, which is bad. Which is a mindset, which is a bad mindset for football. It's not easy. It's dangerous actually. And coming from R9, it's really credible. So it's a credible statement. Also, Marcelo Bielsa, the Argentinian manager, said, I think yesterday or 2 days ago, that it's not our time anymore. About himself, it's not our time. It's not the time of. It's not our time anymore. He's speaking about the type of manager he is. No, it's not his time anymore, because now trainers are not playing attacking football. They only want to defend. That's why you can see Southgate managing England and Deschamps managing France for this long time, because they can secure positive results by defending, and they are not losing. Of course, when you defend all the time, you don't lose. When you defend well, you don't lose, but you don't score also. So since the style is going to defensive styles, you will see defenders. You won't see attackers. You will see only defenders and maybe defensive midfielders. So that's why Kante is one of the stars of the tournament. Schouten with Holland is amazing. He's performing very well. Also, Declan Rice with England is one of the best players. He's performing better than Bellingham or Harry Kane or Bukayo. Also, I can name many players who are with defensive style, and they are playing very good in the Euros because of their roles. Because the managers are giving them a lot of roles. Also, when you watch Belgium, you see maybe De Bruyne touched the ball like 3 times, 4 times during the game, or let's say 10 times. Lukaku like 3 times, but Onana will touch the ball like more than 30, 40 times, because all the play will pass through him, through the defensive midfielder. The most important thing is the defensive midfielder who can play box to box and connect the defense with the midfield. And he's playing all. The most important thing is not to concede a goal. So you can see only defenders.